Have you ever wondered why some foods make you feel happier than others? Or why, at times, a simple meal can lift your spirits? Ever thought about how pleasure plays a role in your food choices? Welcome to the world of vitamin P. No, it's not a new discovery on the periodic table, but it's something we've been consuming and enjoying without even realizing it. Vitamin P, or the pleasure principle, as we like to call it, is all about the joy we derive from our food. You see, when we eat something we enjoy, our brain releases a neurotransmitter called dopamine. This little chemical is often referred to as the feel-good hormone. It promotes happiness, calmness, motivation, and focus. So, in essence, eating something delicious is like giving your brain a little reward. But the power of vitamin P goes beyond just making us feel good in the moment. It also plays a crucial role in our overall health and well-being. When we enjoy our food, our bodies respond positively. We digest better, absorb nutrients more efficiently, and even feel more satisfied, which can help us avoid overeating. Moreover, food gives us more than just physical nourishment. It's also a source of emotional nourishment, providing happiness and comfort. It's the shared laughter over a family dinner, the memories evoked by a childhood favorite, or the sense of community at a potluck. These experiences feed our souls, not just our bodies. So it seems like the key to a happy meal might be more about the pleasure it brings than the nutrients it contains, doesn't it? But wait a minute, aren't we always told to avoid emotional eating? So, how does this idea of deriving pleasure from food fit in? This is a common question that may pop up when we discuss the concept of eating for pleasure. However, there's a distinct line separating these two ideas. Eating for pleasure, or what we call vitamin P, is a mindful enjoyment of food. It's about savoring the taste, texture, and aroma of every bite. It's about appreciating the art of cooking and the cultural significance of a meal. It's about feeling gratitude for the nourishment that food provides to our bodies. This form of eating is associated with positive emotions like joy, tranquility, and satisfaction. It's guilt-free, shame-free, and most importantly, it's a celebration of food. On the other hand, emotional eating is a whole different ballgame. It is often a response to stress, anxiety, or emotional distress. It's when we use food as a coping mechanism, seeking comfort in the sugary, salty, or fatty foods that give us a temporary boost of happiness. But this form of eating is often followed by feelings of guilt, shame, and regret. It's a repetitive cycle that can lead to an unhealthy relationship with food. So while both involve emotions, there's a clear difference between eating for pleasure and emotional eating. The former is a mindful, guilt-free enjoyment of food, promoting happiness and well-being. The latter is a stress response that can lead to negative emotions and unhealthy eating patterns. It's important to understand this difference as it can help us foster a healthier relationship with food. It can guide us in making better food choices, ones that not only nourish our bodies but also our minds. Remember, food is not just physical nourishment, it's also emotional nourishment, providing comfort and happiness. And when we eat for pleasure, we're not just feeding our bodies but also nourishing our souls. So, while both involve emotions, there's a clear difference between eating for pleasure and emotional eating. So, what happens when we start enjoying our food more? Can it actually have benefits beyond just making us feel good? Life is all about balance, and our diet is no exception. When we allow ourselves to truly savor and enjoy our meals, it can actually lead to healthier dietary outcomes. Yes, you heard it right. Studies have shown that when we eat our food with pleasure, we tend to make better food choices. This isn't about indulging in guilty pleasures all the time, but rather enjoying wholesome meals that nourish both the body and soul. Now let's delve a little deeper into the science behind this. The act of eating food we enjoy triggers the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter that promotes feelings of happiness, calmness, motivation, and focus. This dopamine release not only makes us feel good, but also improves our digestion and nutrient absorption. When we eat with pleasure, we are more likely to eat slowly, chew thoroughly, and pay attention to our body's signals of fullness. This mindful eating can enhance digestion, allowing our body to extract and absorb more nutrients from the food we consume. Moreover, deriving pleasure from food is not just about physical nourishment. It also serves as emotional nourishment, providing comfort and happiness. It can help break harmful diet culture mentalities and promote a sense of belonging and connection to one's culture and traditions. So, if you've been viewing your meals as just a source of fuel, it's time to shift that perspective. Enjoying your food is not a luxury, it's a necessity for overall well-being. It looks like enjoying your food might be just as important as what you're eating when it comes to your health. So, how can we start getting more pleasure from our meals? Are there any practical steps we can take? Yes, indeed. Let's look at some small, yet effective changes we can make to elevate our dining experience. Firstly, let's focus on mindful eating. This means paying attention to your food, its textures, flavors, and aromas. It's about savoring each bite, rather than rushing through your meal. Mindful eating can help you appreciate your food more, and can even enhance the pleasure you derive from it. Secondly, consider the ambiance. Create an environment that's conducive to enjoyment. This could be as simple as setting the table nicely, lighting a candle, or playing some soft background music. These small touches can dramatically change your dining experience and make your meals more enjoyable. Thirdly, make it a social event. Sharing meals with family or friends can add an extra layer of enjoyment to your food. It's not just about eating, but also about bonding, sharing, and creating memories. Plus, food often tastes better when shared. Fourthly, experiment with your food. Try new recipes, explore different cuisines, or add a twist to your favorite dishes. Variety is the spice of life, and it certainly applies to food. Experimenting with your meals can make them more exciting and enjoyable. Lastly, reflect on your experiences. After each meal, take a moment to think about the pleasure you derived from it. What did you enjoy most? What could you do differently next time? This reflection can help inform your future food choices and make your meals even more enjoyable. Remember, the goal is to enjoy your food, not to feel guilty or stressed about it. So let's embrace the pleasure of eating and make our meals an event to look forward to. So, what do you think? Are you ready to start getting your dose of vitamin P? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this concept. Perhaps you have your own unique ways to make meals more enjoyable. Do share them with us, as your tips can serve as a delightful feast for the community. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more nourishing content, and feel free to share this video with your friends and family. They might just need a sprinkle of vitamin P in their life too. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, stay healthy, stay happy.